Good morning, everybody. Mr. Gleena here, Spencerport High School, coming to you with another intro to Inventor drawings. And today we're going to be focusing on IDW files, or drawing files. So in our class, in IED or in Principles Engineering, anytime we're looking to hand in a set of drawings, we always like to create an IDW. It's a nice place to organize your orthographics or your isometrics, a nice place to fill in the basic ledger, the title blocks that you guys might be using for that specific project. So today we're going to show you how to introduce an isometric drawing, an orthographic drawing, and do some basic dimensioning on the object. So first off, we're going to go to File, New, just like always, and we are going to create a drawing file. As it pops up here, there's some different things that we have to do to the file before we can start actually inserting our part file that we created. The default size comes in as size D. Now if we were to press print on a size D paper, it would print out as a very small rectangle, so we want to put that to a size A paper. And when we do that is we right click over sheet 1 in our model bar and we go edit the sheet, and simply all we're going to do is just change that to size A. And we could change the name of the sheet right here as well. We can name that ISO 1, because that's the drawing we're going to complete. So there we go. Now this title block down here is just a little too big for an 8.5 by 11 paper, so I always like to just delete the anti-large, and then inside your drawing resources, if you go to title block, you just do anti-A, and it just makes it a little bit more manageable. Perfect. Now we're ready to insert some drawings. So we're going to go to base view, we're going to go and find the drawing that we want, and in this case I want to insert ISO 1, and your front view is always the view that gives you the most information, probably the same front view you sketched in your ISO drawings. So it comes in a front view, and then remember your orthographic projection. If you're a bird flying over top, that's going to give you the top view. And if you're a snail on the side, that's going to give you the side view of the object. Now remember, orthographic projection is in 2 dimensions, so that's how you're going to see it. And then I always like to drag up the ISO of it. And you just press right click OK, and there you go. Now we got a lot of white space over here. We can make these bigger, we can make these smaller by scaling it, and I'll show you how to do that. So you hover over the drawing you want to scale, you right click, edit view. And in this case, if you take note, the scale is 1:1. I'm just going to make that a little bigger. I'm going to make it 1.5. That should make it a little larger, and then it changes all of these. And then just by dragging, drag all these over here, and I'm going to make this isometric drawing a little bigger. Edit that view. I'm going to make that 1.5 as well. Oh no, that looks a little big, so I don't like that. So let's edit that again. Let's make that 1.25, and I want to make this color. So if you come over here to the style and you go shaded, that's going to make it the color that you created, and I'm just going to kind of bring that into the corner here. There we go. Alright, so this is where kids go wrong. They'll present a drawing and it'll be outside of the actual title block, the border, so you're going to get a point off there. It'll be inside the title block, you'll get a point off there. So make sure everything is on your drawing and leave yourself enough space to do some dimensioning. Alright, so to add some basic dimensions or annotations, you're going to go to the Annotate tab, and you're going to go to Dimension. Now I know that I needed to dimension how wide this item is, so I could do that in the front view. I also want to dimension how tall this item is. I could do that in the front view, because remember, that's the same for the side. I also want to dimension how deep the dimension is. And I want to just bring this up a little, because we're going to change some dimensions together here. Also want to dimension how tall this first piece is. Boom. It's okay. And I'm going to dimension I don't need that one because I know what the width is. But I do need this one. And I do need this one. Oops. Let's go back and edit that. Okay. And then I'm going to need, so I need one of these as well. That's okay. And then I'll need one more of these. Because in dimension, you don't want to over dimension. There's going to be a whole lesson on that. If I know these two, I know that one. And then I want to know what it is from here to here. And in the same scenario, what it is from here to here. That's going to give me that. And we know what these are, but we're going to need to know what this is here. And we're also going to need to know what this depth is. So we're going to need to know from here to here. And we're going to need to know how long to make this slot. And in this case, we're going to know, well, we'll put that in the front view. These are called hidden lines, and that's a lesson for you guys on another day. Perfect. Your teacher is going to go through all this stuff with you on how to do basic rules for dimensioning. But that's the basics behind it. So you go to the Annotate tab, you fire the dimensions in there. You don't want to over dimension it, but you want to be able to get somebody, a designer or a part maker, to be able to recreate the part from the dimensions that you gave us. And your teacher's going to go over with you the basic rules behind that. Alright, so let's finish this off by annotating the title block here. So in the Annotate tab, you're going to go to Text. You're going to click in the title box. You're going to click what the drawing is. And in this case, it's ISO 1 we've all created. I'm not going to make it the default text because it's really small. So I'm going to make it 0.240. And then my name's going to be here, Mr. Galena. Whoops, Mr. Galena cannot spell today. And it is Spencerport Tech. There we go. And we know it's size A. The drawing's 1:1. The scale's 1.5. This is all I really have to put in to hand the drawing in. If you get into the next level college courses or in an internship at some point, you're probably going to have to fill in other parts of the ledger. But right now, I just need to know what the drawing is and who you are. All right, so that's intro to IDW files. Simple stuff. It's a great way of presenting your drawings, your part files that you've created in the orthographic and isometric view. We'll get a little bit more complex with doing IPNs and assemblies in the next few chapters of this YouTube channel. But right now, this is just an introduction to IDWs that you'll be presenting most of your drawings to your teacher with, at least in our department, Spencerport. Thank you very much.